Then he got into the boat, and his disciples followed him. Suddenly, a furious storm came up on the lake, so that the waves swept over the boat. But Jesus was sleeping. The disciples went and woke him, saying, "Lord, save us. We're going to drown." He replied, "You of little faith, why are you so afraid?" Then he got up and rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. The men were amazed and asked, "What kind of man is this that even the winds and the waves obey him?" So think about this for a second, guys. These guys are fishermen. They're on a boat. It must have been one heck of a storm for these guys to freak out the way they were freaking out. And they ran and got Jesus, and Jesus calms the winds and the storm. And in their mind, they're thinking, like, who is this guy? You know, that even so now we've seen him talk about how he has a new commandment that he's given us, that we need to live by his words. He's healing lepers, he's casting out demons, and now even the natural world obeys him. He's trying to show them that he's the creator, that he's showing them that he has authority over not only the supernatural but also the natural realm, because he's God himself. And so these guys are like finally starting to see, the authority that Jesus has over everything. It must have been earth shattering to them, and their perspective of things are changing. You know, they were thinking, temporal. They were thinking, hey, we're going to be a new ruling class here. We're going to get rid of the Romans, and we're going to be in charge. We're finally going to get these oppressors off our back. But Jesus, time after time, he's showing them that there's a much bigger plan that they're not seeing yet. They're just beginning to see glimpses of it. What are you guys' thoughts?
I think Christ gets in the boat knowing what's coming because it's a lesson he's ready to teach, and
Amen.
like you said, these guys are used to rough waters and everything, and so they're sitting there looking at Christ, and this storm's going on all around them, and yet Christ is in their boat asleep, and they're thinking, how can he be asleep? And they're all trying to talk to one another. It's like, you wake him up. Oh, no, you wake him up. No, somebody's got to wake him up or we're going to die. And Jesus is sitting there asleep because he brought it on them because he wanted to test their faith. And then he wakes up, "Oh, ye of little faith." And then let me show you how easy this is. You must have faith in me, and it's done. I mean, he was testing them and their resolve. And he showed why he is the Messiah. It's just he continues to repeat these lessons, but yet all these people were like tomorrow. That's what I get.
He brought you to it, he'll bring you through it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And ye of little faith.
I had a little different take on that one. It's like you can see these guys are terrified. There's fear. They have this fear because they have such a lack of control, right?
Yeah.
And that's just terrifying. And he's showing them that faith isn't about everything's roses in the calm seas. There's gonna be that. And I say it all the time to people, you're never in as much control as when you realize you have no control over most anything. Control what you can and have faith and work your plan.
Yeah.
And to me, that's the lesson he's teaching them too, is like, you don't have control over any of this. This is, you're here for now and you can control what you can control.
Yeah, but ultimately, you said it before, like even like in 12-step programs, they say you got to acknowledge that higher power.
Absolutely.
Right. And so what Jesus is doing here, he's like, oh, let me show you who's got the power.
And in that example, the first step is admitting you're completely out of control,
right,
and your life's unmanageable. Yeah. You can't do it on your own,
basically. And so when you're in that situation, the person to run to. Like they had enough sense to go
Right.
to go get Jesus, but yet they, even when they did it, they said, "Well, who is this guy?"
Yeah.
You know.
Like we knew he was good, but
Yeah.
wow. You know, it's-
He's really
Exactly.
good.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, and so Brad, you know, you said if he brought you to it, he'll bring you, you know, through it. So, and that's just it. So many times Christians, Mark, you were saying this too. Sometimes they get in the boat and they get ahead of Jesus, right? And then they're trying to get him in the boat with them. Like, but so many times that's because we try to do things our own way, and then we find ourselves in a storm, and we're looking for God. But if we follow Him and a storm arises, you know, who'll get us through it. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies by some of the decisions and the stupid things that we do, and then all of a sudden we're looking like, "Where are you, Jesus?" He's like, "I'm back here. I didn't tell you to go." You know?
I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
I told you not to do it.
Mhm.
I didn't hear you. You weren't listening.
Thanks for joining us on the Regular Guys Bible Study, where we keep it real and relevant and dig deep into God's Word. If today's episode blessed you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so others can grow alongside us. Our foundational verse is Acts 17:11, and the people of Berea were more open-minded than those in Thessalonica, and they listened eagerly to Paul's message. They searched the scriptures daily to see if Paul and Silas were teaching the truth. And that's our prayer for you, that you eagerly receive the word and examine the scriptures daily to see if what we're saying is true. So drop us a comment or send us a question. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, may God bless you and keep you and guide you in His perfect will. So remember, stay curious, stay Berean.